Lens also work on the fact that can we produce electric field by using magnetic field or time varying magnetic field independent of Michael Faraday's and Henry Joseph's. Lens predict that or it will give that the direction of induced current in the circuit or closed circuit. How he will predict that? According to his law that the direction of induced current in a circuit is such that the magnetic field produced by the induced current opposes the change in magnetic flux that induces the current. That means we know that when magnetic flux linked with the coil gets changed, then we know that current is induced inside the coil, or we can say that conductor. What will happen? Magnetic flux or change in magnetic flux responsible for the induced current, and again due to induced current itself it will develop a magnetic field, and this magnetic field which will oppose the change in magnetic flux which induces current. See, we know that when current is induced inside the conductor and due to this current magnetic flux produced there, and this magnetic flux opposes the rate of change which will induce the current, or in other words we can say that the induced EMF tends to set up a current the action of which opposes the change that causes it. Understand it? Now we are going towards the application of Lenz law. The first application, motion of magnet towards the loop. When we consider that a bar magnet which have N pole and here is S pole, and which is approaching to a circular current carrying conductor or a wire. What will happen when this magnet it is approaching here? We know that magnetic flux of this bar magnet they gets linked with this coil, and it is varying with respect to time, or time varying magnetic field is there, and due to this current is induced inside this current carrying conductor. Clear? Then the magnet lines of force they are set up here in such a way that that is nothing but magnetic dipole which is formed here, and it is at the center such that whose north pole is facing to north pole of bar magnet, and magnetic lines of force they are developed here in such a way that as like this, or we can say that as like this. That means these magnetic lines of force are produced here, and it will oppose the motion of bar magnet. North North pole they will repel to each other, and due to this there is a repulsion between magnet and this conducting wire. So when this dipole is formed here as like this, S pole and N pole, they will form when the current is induced inside this, and this current set up here is in counterclockwise. This is the application of Lenz law, because we can able to find out the direction of induced EMF or direction of induced current inside the current carrying conductor. The application of Lenz law is that the motion of magnet towards the loop. We have learned it. But the interesting example of this application is that jumping ring experiment, in which a coil which is wounded on iron core, and this is placed vertically upright. The metallic ring which is mounted on this iron core. Then as soon as we start the current in a coil which is wounded on iron core, the magnetic flux is set up there, and due to this magnetic flux, the current is induced inside a metallic ring, and due to this induced current, there is a development of magnetic dipole, and this magnetic dipole which will oppose the magnetic flux of coil which is wounded on iron core. This repulsion between ring and or metallic ring and iron core, it will be observed there, and this metallic ring suddenly jump in the air up to a several meter. So this example is the best example of when current is induced inside the metallic ring and the magnetic dipole is formed there.
We know that the induced current in a conductor is due to the motion of conductor in a magnetic field and the change of magnetic flux through a stationary circuit. In first case, the direction of induced current in a moving conductor is such that the direction of thrust exerted on the conductor by the magnetic field is opposite to the direction of its motion and thus opposes the motion of the conductor. And in second case, the current sets up a magnetic field of its own which within the area bounded by the circuit is opposite to the original magnetic field if this field is increasing and in the same direction as the original field if the field is decreasing. Thus, it is the change in flux through the circuit which is opposed by the induced current. Lenz's law follows directly from the conservation of energy. Suppose if you consider the induced current helps that causes it, then induced current and magnetic flux through the loop leads to infinite growth. The induced current goes on increasing, producing Joule heating effect without any extra cost, and this be self-sustaining. This will violate the law of conservation of energy. We thus see that Lenz's law is the necessary consequence of the law of conservation of energy. The opposing sense of induced current is one manifestation of general statement of Lenz's law, that is, every effect of induction acts in the opposition to the cause that produces it.